now. I mean, imagine a couple more games in there. Like, seriously.
You know what's crazy, too, is they said if you have 100 games, Doug, maximum 2 preseason games. Like, I don't know about you guys, but that's not a lot of hockey to be, like, launch into the season.
I'm sure the feedback was, no problem, give it to them.
Yeah. Players.
You know the thing with the exhibition games. I mean, remember, Nick? I mean, the players used to fight not to have to play in them.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, they were. And we had the 10-player rule where you had to dress 10 vets, and you know, you get your vets to play at home, and you take a skeleton crew on the road. It was painful to go through it. When I started in Columbus, we put the 9 exhibition games in our season ticket package, and I got away with it. I got away with it for a couple of years, and then it didn't go over so well. So, you know, Detroit always wanted to play the full lineup of exhibition games because they had it in their season ticket package, and it was a home run for teams. Not so much anymore.
It sounds like the loophole, the long-term injury reserve loophole is closed up here. So does Kucherov need a new T-shirt?
Say on that? I didn't hear. What's the ruling on the
it sounds like there's a lot of details to how specifically it's going to work, but there will be some sort of cap similar to the regular season cap. So you can't bring in a guy the second the season ends who makes $10 million.
Right. So the injury thing, he has to be, you know, they can't fake it anymore.
Yeah, if you're going to come back.
Not the teams were faking it, but I think a couple of might have been.
Maybe,
you know,
fudging it a little bit.
And hey, can you put goalie equipment on? Because I can get you a full-time job as a e-bug.
We're becoming the NBA now. I told you they travel with 5 practice players, you know, because they don't want to wear and tear on their players. Like, I don't know how the owners put up with this. I really don't. The money they're spending.
What's an e-bug going to cost?
No, but it's not that. It's just another body that you don't need. Yeah. You know, really. I mean, like, seriously, guys. Like, I mean, why wouldn't they just dress the chef? Hire a chef.
They have been. Yeah, they've been dressing the chef, and it's embarrassing for the league.
Okay, I'm all for peace.
What?
I'm all for peace with the CBA, but when you start, like, can you imagine an intense conversation on now a dress code? They've got a CBA dress, like,
you can't enforce a dress code anymore.
This might be the most embarrassing thing I've heard in a CBA in history.
That there's no dress code.
There is no more dress code. Can you imagine top lawyers getting together and having this discussion?
Can you wear sneakers with the suit?
Who brought this up? I want to know who brought this up.
Yeah, well, what has been the dress code?
Suit-ish, suit, no tie.
Yeah. No longer required to dress in any specific way. I don't know.
Let me ask you guys: would you make your guys
top?
Would you still say to your team, "We're dressing up here," or do you just not care?
Just look like a pro, right? At the end of the day, just look like a pro.
My team's still dressing up.
I think it's bush league. I really do. I don't think it should be written there. I think the team should deal with their own players and say, "Hey, we expect you to dress like a pro."
When did this become important?
Like, did some player get mad and say, go to the CBA?
I grew up watching Sittler and McDonald, my heroes. I don't ever recall once wondering what they're wearing to the game.
It used to be a big part of our pregame show with Ron McLean and Grapes. Oh, look at the
God, Grapes love the good
We
suit.
could be blaming Grapes on this one.
I don't know. Grapes had it right. It'll get the boys coming in looking good. Let's go.
I love Grape's comments on, "Hey, 2 minutes for looking great."
Oh, that was the
Coyle, by the way,
rocket.
Coyle to Columbus, by the way. Yeah.
Who?
Charlie
Coyle.
To Columbus
To
from
Columbus.
Colorado.
All right, another guy off my list.
Why?
Because they need the money. Colorado needs the space.
And Columbus needs NHL players.
Why would Columbus take him? Did they not watch him play last year?
Listen,
oh, no. Hey.
Like maybe you got to get to a floor too.
Yeah, I heard they were in the hunt for the kid on the blue line. I heard they were in Dobson race to get him.
There was a report they offered 14 and 20, and Voronkov was the ask. Which, if I'm the Isles, I like that package better.
So
Yeah, I would
How much
take
better?
that.
How much better did Montreal get, Mac?
I think they got a lot better. I mean, if he puts up, I mean, with the kid and him and Hudson on the blue line, it gives them a whole different dimension
Their
as
D
far
was
as
good.
puck movement. I mean, they're a very solid D right now. I think it's a great move for them. And Dobson, I'd like to see him play a little tougher game, especially in front of his own net. But overall, they should be one of the best puck moving teams in the league with that addition.
Yeah, Matheson moves it and can skate. That Caden Cooley is coming along. Carrier.
Yeah, we
Big
hear
time.
the Oilers very aggressive on a goaltender here, but in the meantime, Trent Frederick signs an 8-year deal officially at $30.8 million. Mac, like, why 8 years? I don't see this.
I don't either. I like Frederick. I like his game. I like his energy. I like his bite. Who was the guy the Islanders signed for
Engvall.
7 years? Oh my God, I forgot.
I had that in my pocket.
You know why I forgot? God.
Yeah.
Where did that? So this one is, to me, it's kind of goofy. I don't get it.
We haven't had a chance to have you weigh in on some of the other deals. Were you surprised if Vancouver picked up Evander Kane?
I don't mind the Kane deal.
Okay.
I mean, he's got 1 year left. They are, and you know what? I can't believe it. He's a Canadian. He is a Canadian. So they've got 2 now on their team, I think.
Oh boy.
Oh,
boy.
That's great.
Guys.
That's great. I'm thrilled.
The
that
second
they
Canadian
signed a
forward?
Canadian. What?
There's a good chance he'll be on his best behavior.
I got to be careful. I was out at a reception last night, and I had a lot of people chirping me about, being tough on Vancouver. I must have said something about Demko at one time, did I?
Oh, too good.
Anyway, they were giving me the shots last night.
Would you trade him now, Mac, or would you take your chances on him coming back and being healthy and being the goalie that everybody knows that he can be a top guy?
Look, he looked like he was getting ready to be one of the top goaltenders in the league. He really did. This injury is concerning because it seems to have hung around way too long. I would not be moving him. If Vancouver have any chance of making the playoffs, Demko has got to be their MVP or near the top of the list. He's got to regain his game, and if he does, they can be a competitive team.
That's gonna be close on. Like, do you trust Lankinen and Shelovs?
The depth's there.
Yeah.
Shelovs was real good in the American League playoffs, but I always find it's a little different, the two leagues,
Is there?
Kip was a star in Baltimore when I had him. He was a star.
He was a star, a
It
leader.
Really, he got called up at playoff time. I had him for, I think, 1 round in the playoffs, and you got called up, and it killed my team. I mean, you were that valuable in the American League,
I made it up to you because I brought you to Sportsnet, and look at you, your books now and speaking appearances.
Yeah, I know. You really have been instrumental in my career. There's no denying that. You and Bob McCowan, brought me there. There's so many people brought me to Sportsnet, but they weren't. I didn't notice you in there hammering away at them to get me a new deal.
I was just trying to save more for me.
Yeah,
All right. Well, listen,
yeah.
we'll let you go because we know you've, you got to calm yourself down. I know you get nervous at these things.
I'm back on at 1:00, which is in 35 minutes, and it's very exciting. It's like you're speaking at a place where there's no hockey. It's bizarre. It's the draft, and it feels like I'm in some place that has no hockey.
All right.
I hope the GMs are enjoying their war rooms.
Okay. Well, listen, do we have another show next week? We got more shows next week.
We have 5 full shows, including Friday.
Friday. Don't go too
I thought
far.
this was it.
We need you once more, buddy.
We need you once more.
Well, you know what? Because I'd like to have a nice farewell.
Yes.
That ended on a really positive note because, as guys announce their retirement, I'm really excited about announcing mine.
Well, on
Please
that,
don't.
on that, we'll leave the listeners and the watchers hanging for at least
Look,
another
thanks
week.
for having me on. I really appreciate it. It was nice to rush over here to get in my hotel room and get set up.
Yeah,
for this,
yeah, it's a
but
beautiful suite. We can see you on the Zoom. It's a beautiful suite.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Boy, you can't hang
What
a
is that,
picture for
pale
you.
yellow?
I'm speaking at the JW Marriott, is where I'm speaking, but I'm not staying there. But I can see it from my hotel.
Motel. All right. Doug McLean, everybody.
Thanks, Mac.
Have
All
fun,
right.
guys. Have fun.
Former National Hockey League president, if you can remember that far back.
Does good work for us, man.
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Yes.
All right.
Where did
And where else you guys want to go?
84 games. It's crazy.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
No, it's just
Chipper.
two
No.
more. And
Yeah.
they like the money.
It's 10 too many before they went to 84.
I know, but
I
you're
also-
just married to it, and
No, you're not.
you're just dropping two games from the front, albeit exhibition. It doesn't really matter. You still got to get